The Forge ecosystem has helped hundreds of people to grow their business, including me and people like Tim Savage. Tim has seen insane results by using Salesforge and MailForge combo, sending over 20,000 cold emails with a 36% open rate and 43% link click rate. So in this video I'll show you exactly how Tim used MailForge and Salesforce to start his campaigns and how you can replicate his success to achieve incredible results too. Now if you're anything like me, you thought that cold email is dead. But trust me, that couldn't be further from the truth. Here's the thing. Cold email is constantly evolving, and that's where most people fail. They rely on outdated strategies and then blame the method when they don't see results. Is cold email dead? No, but quick question subject lines are dead. Templated emails are also definitely dead. Cold email is thriving for those who adapt and do it right. That's why in today's guide, I'll share the exact tips and strategies that helped me achieve a 5% reply rate and close thousands of dollars in deals. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make cold email work for you. So let's dive in. So as I mentioned, Tim Savage used the combo of Salesforge and MailForge to get those astonishing results, and that is something I personally used myself and have covered multiple times on this channel, showcasing how you can use this combo to have the best deliverability possible and make money from sending emails. Now the difference between these two apps is that Salesforge is basically the automation part. It's where you craft AI personalized cold emails, you reach out, you use AI to reply to those emails, and basically it's the cold email outreach platform, right? But MailForge is the infrastructure. MailForge is the place where you get domains and mailboxes to actually use in your cold email outreach. And the reason why people choose MailForge over Gmail or Outlook is because, first of all, it's more reliable. You know, Gmail and Outlook often release some updates that limit cold email outreach, and also because MailForge is more affordable. You can get mailboxes for $3 a month, and the more you buy, the cheaper it is. So you can go to as low as $1 per month. Now, because you need infrastructure to actually send out cold emails, I'll start off with showcasing on how to get domains and mailboxes with MailForge. So once you sign up, you'll see something that looks like this. Before you go ahead and buy anything, you might want to use the Mailbox Calculator. Mailbox Calculator lets you calculate how many domains and mailboxes you would need to send your desired amount of emails per month. So you select how many emails you will send per contact. So for example, one initial email and 2 follow-ups, that would be 3 emails. You then select how many mailboxes you want to have per domain. I usually go with 2. And then you select how many contacts you would like to process per month. So how many people you would like to reach out to. So let's say 1,000. And then we get a number of how many domains we need and how many mailboxes. So we'll need 3 domains and 5 mailboxes. So now we first want to start off with getting domains. You simply go here, click plus or click create domains, and you'll be asked to add your primary domain. Now the primary domain is the one you use for everything, your website, right? And stuff like that. You don't want to use your primary domain for cold outreach. That's why we're getting new domains. So for example, that could be withroin.com, right? And we only need 3 domains. So select 3 and click generate. And as you can see, we got 3 domains instantly generated for us. MailForge went and found available domains, top level domains in fact, because they are .com domains, they're not any type of domains. And then what we can do is just continue. It will set up the DNS records all for us. We add our contact details and we check out. And simple as that, we have the domains done. Now what we want to do is get mailboxes. Now before you can get any mailboxes, you need to purchase mailbox slots. Now the reason you're paying for mailbox slots instead of the mailboxes themselves is because this way it's actually cheaper for you. You will save money because for example, now I can get 10 mailboxes. That is because I have 10 mailbox slots. And for example, let's say anything goes wrong, what I can do is delete those old mailboxes and create new ones. So this way you're actually saving money. Instead of being charged for a created mailbox, you can delete and refresh if anything goes wrong. Now when you purchase mailbox slots to create mailboxes, simply click plus, and then you'll be able to either auto generate mailboxes or create mailboxes mailboxes the way you want to, right? So let's click auto generate mailboxes. We select the domains we want to use. For example, these two. We select how many mailboxes we want per domain, click next. Then we select the name types. So it could be randomized, it can be your name, right? So if you're using predefined, it could be your name, like Simona, Simon, whatever it is, right? Or you can do random. Let's select random, click next. We'll see signature that was generated. You can edit it as well. For example, first name, last name, CEO at Salesforge. I'm not, but this could be an example, right? You can add a forwarding domain and then click generate mailboxes. And simple as that, you have mailboxes generated for you with domains all set up, DNS records, custom domain tracking, domain forwarding if you need that, and your infrastructure is done in minutes instead of hours. Now, once you create all of your mailboxes, what you want to do is click export mailboxes. This way, you'll be able to connect your mailboxes to Salesforge automatically. You click export to Salesforge, you select the workspace you want and add a tag for your mailboxes, and simple as that, you click export to Salesforge account and you're done. Connection is done, right? Of course, I won't do that because I already have them connected. But once you do that, you'll see your mailboxes on Salesforge. First thing you want to do is warm up those mailboxes. So as you can see, my reputation is 100%. That is because I've been keeping the warm up on for probably a month now, right? So once you create your mailboxes, they are fresh, and warm up helps your mailboxes to look like they were used by a real person. What warm up does is basically it sends and receives emails for you automatically, and this way, in the eyes of Gmail or other email service providers, you look like a real person reaching out to people, replying to emails, opening emails, and all of that good stuff. That's why you need to warm up your emails, your mailboxes, for at least 14 days before you send out any cold emails. Otherwise, your deliverability will suffer. So that's the number one thing you should do once you add your mailboxes. Now, warm up should be toggled on for as long as you're doing cold outreach, and you can just keep it on. Everything is set up by Salesforce. You don't need to do anything, right? You have all the settings set up. Just keep it on, wait for 14 days, and then you'll be able to start sending cold emails. Now, while everything is warming up, I'll show you how to set up your sequences to actually get the best results. Now, before we start up setting our sequences, we need to do two things. First thing is uploading information to the Forge. We need to create our product. This is basically whatever you're selling. The information you add here will be used by Salesforge to craft super, hyper, extreme personalized cold emails, right? It will use this information paired with information about your prospect to make the email relevant to them. And setting up your product is relatively simple. So for example, let's use my own product. Internal name is basically just a name for you to differentiate which product it is. So for example, Vidrain January setup, right? Here add the real product name, we add the industry, that would be content marketing, we add our ideal customer's profile, so that could be B2C SaaS companies, right? Pain whatever you're solving, what your product is solving, so that could be organic growth on social media. Solution, what does your product actually do, right? So in this case, it would be automated short form content creation and publishing. And the cost of inaction is what your prospect loses if they do not use your product. Thousands of dollars spent on inefficient influencer marketing campaigns and all of that, right? You set up, basically you don't use any buzzwords. If you need examples, you click here, you set up your product, and you'll be good to go. Save and close. Now, another thing you should also do is add files to your knowledge base. What this will help you do is reply to prospects in seconds using AI. So what Salesforge AI will do is look at your uploaded files, right? You upload your FAQs, your docs, everything about your company. And this way, instead of you going there and writing each response to each prospect, AI will basically draft a reply for you. And this way you can reply to prospects quicker. As you may know, increases the chance of closing the deal. Now, once you have everything set up here, you want to upload your contact. Adding contacts is super simple. You click add contacts and you can either upload a CSV file, you can upload a Google Sheet URL, add leads manually just by typing in their information, or any other option like you see here, right? It's relatively simple. You just upload your lead list wherever you get it from. It could be Apollo, maybe you scraped it yourself, maybe you had a lead magnet and you got those emails. But basically, you upload your leads here so you could reach out to them once you build the sequence. And once you do that, we can actually start building the sequence. And to do that, you go to sequences and click create new sequence. You of course name your sequence, then select the product that we just created and click create sequence. Now you'll be able to add the contacts you just uploaded, right? You go to add contacts, select all the contacts you want to upload and add contacts. Now you'll have the option to validate those contacts, meaning Salesforce will go ahead and check each email of your recipient to analyze, is it a real email? Is it valid email? Is it a catch-all email? Does that email exist? Because if it doesn't, you're going to hurt your deliverability and you might destroy your mailbox reputation, and that might destroy your domain reputation. And basically, it's not a good thing. You should only be reaching out to valid mailboxes. So this helps you to check whether or not those mailboxes are valid, right? So all you do is click start validation process and it will take a minute or two to basically check everything for you, and then you'll be able to proceed. So as you can see here, we see that all of the mailboxes I uploaded are safe. We can actually reach out to them. As you can see, it could have been unvalidated, it could have been spam traps, which is not good. It could be invalid mailboxes. And if you see anything here, you don't select them. You don't want to reach out to them. You should only select the safe mailboxes and maybe roll, but I usually suggest only safe mailboxes. And once you do that, you can click next, and this is where the magic will happen. Here we build the email itself. Now there are a couple of options you can do, and I would suggest you A/B test or A/Z test, even as many options as you would like. If you're just starting out, I would suggest to go the AI generated route. This is why we actually added the information about our product, because when we use AI, we'll be using the information about our product combined with information about our prospects to create unique email for each recipient that's relevant to them. Now, you see I clicked generate with AI, then it asks me to add a fallback template. This is a template that will be sent out in case you forgot to add some information and AI cannot crack the email. So here we'll just add test because we don't really need anything much. Say fallback, whoops, I need to add a subject line. And here you'll see the settings you can adjust and play with to make AI sound different. So as you can see here, you can choose the source of information, the type of information the AI will use to craft those emails. So as you can see, we have LinkedIn profile, website, or both. If you use both, you'll have the most amount of information, right? And the more the better. You can also choose the tonality you would like. I usually just leave it on playful or hilarious, but you can use whatever is fit for your brand voice, right? And once you do that, you won't need to do anything much. You can add, of course, a few follow-ups. For example, hey, just following up. Of course, this is not a great example. If you wanna learn about better follow-ups, I suggest you watch a video here. This is just an example, right? And add another step if needed, and add as many follow-ups as you like. But using this basically saves you hours and hours of you writing and manually testing emails. Now, again, I would suggest you could probably, if you're experienced, you can A/B test your template, A/B test a email with an icebreaker, which is also an AI generated personalized line. But if you're just starting out, you don't need to do any of that. You can let AI do everything for you, and this way you save a lot of time. Instead of you manually testing different first lines, different offers, different everything, right? There are so many custom variables you can change. Instead of all of that, all of the work is done for you. You don't need to fiddle around with anything. You don't have to be afraid of sending out spammy words. You don't have to be afraid of hurting your deliverability, because everything is done based on the best practices in cold email. And once you do that, it's as simple as clicking next. Then you'll be able to see an AI preview of AI generated emails that would be sent out to your prospects. Now here we don't have an example because I did not include LinkedIn URLs for this prospect, right? But here you will see the email that was written by AI, and you'll see how insanely personalized it is. And each email is unique, by the way. It's not following a simple template, right? So your deliverability will skyrocket and your reply rate will also double or triple, even depending on what you have now, because your emails will be personalized. Now, if you're happy with the example you've been given, click next and you'll see your schedule. Now, you should be sending out emails in your prospect's time zone, so adjust this to whoever you're targeting, right? If you're targeting people in America, it's better to select a US time zone. Click next, and then you'll be able, and the last step is connecting your mailboxes. So here you connect which mailboxes you want to use for cold email outreach. For example, example, let's pick these two. You select other settings, for example, bounce shield, for example, open rate tracking, which I do not recommend. You shouldn't be doing this. You should send emails as plain text only. And once you fiddle around with everything here, once you're happy, probably just turn these both on. Others are optional. Keep these off. And once you do that, you just launch your sequence. And simple as that, you're on your way to get results like you see here. Almost 4.5% reply rate with probably 60% of those replies being positive, right? And everything is automated. You don't need to go ahead and send out emails and follow-ups yourself. You don't have to write or scrape write emails yourself or scrape information to personalize those emails. Nothing. Everything is automated, even the replies. Now, if you want to see me showcase everything I've done in this sequence you see here with 4.6% reply rate and 60% positive reply rate, I suggest you watch a video here, because there I'll share everything, how I set up this sequence itself. I show the email copy, the follow-ups, everything. And if you have any questions, please let me know down below, and have a good one. See ya.